Rise and Grind DMV, happy Sunday. It's once again a wet and gray start to our morning. We still have the chance of seeing a few showers in the forecast, but the good news is we are trending a little bit drier today. And then heading into the work week, we're tracking more rain. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast up next.
And this morning on DC News Now, a shootout near the White House with President Trump inside. One person is dead following the incident. The details from our news crews who were on the North Lawn at the time of the shooting. Plus, big pipes are coming in for the Potomac Interceptor Rehabilitation Project. The step-by-step breakdown of the work and the timeline completion date. Then, what President Trump is saying about a deal with Iran and the opening of the Strait of Hormuz.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tosin Fikile. It is 7 o'clock. It is also Sunday, May 24th, and we have a lot of news we're covering, including that shootout near the White House and how people are paying tribute to fallen heroes this Memorial Day weekend. But we have to first start talking about our weather because it seems we've been teleported to Seattle, because it's been raining for like 3 days almost nonstop. Let's take a live look outside right now. You're looking at the roads, our highways, as 495. Shockingly not as busy, but also good that it's not busy because it's very rainy. The roads are wet, so drive carefully. But we're also looking at the National Mall off in the distance. You can barely see the top with all that cloud and gray skies we have going on. And this is a sight you need to get used to for the next couple of days. Meteorologist Brittany Ward joining us now. Yeah, this is not the kind of rinse and repeat that we like.
Yeah,
not
you
at
know,
all.
At least this afternoon, we do have a chance of seeing a little bit more sunshine than yesterday.
Did we see sunshine yesterday?
No, which is why I said more than yesterday.
I'll hold you to that, because if I don't see sunshine, I'm
Just
coming
a
to
little
knock on
bit.
your
No,
door.
no, no. Look, just a little bit of sunshine. Just a little bit. That's our chance of seeing some sunshine.
Help the people out. I can't remember the last Memorial Day where it rained this much.
Yeah, and I know you didn't want to hear this, but since you didn't say it, it is helping our drought conditions.
You can keep that information to yourself.
Yeah, I guess it's a good thing Ben popped up the graphics because she just rolled her eyes when I said that. But let's take a look at the radar, kind of showing you what to expect as we head through the morning. Yes, we are seeing those wet conditions here in DC, but back off to the west, out towards the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, Winchester, Front Royal, right along the Shenandoah Valley. You guys are seeing those dry conditions, but you head further east. Yes, we are holding on to some rain. So zoom into Washington, D.C., the Beltway, just to show you out towards Silver Spring. We're holding on to some light showers at this hour. If you're heading north out towards the Baltimore area, some moderate to heavy downpours. You could run into that as you head off to 95. Now, over the last 2 hours, we were seeing that rain kind of make its way across portions of the region. Going to be keeping an eye out on this batch right now that is out towards Orange. That's going to lift north into the district within the next couple of hours, giving us some more rain. But then if we zoom radar out just to show you the wider picture after that little batch, we're tracking those drier conditions before more rain returns. So Tosin, keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast up next.
All right, Brittany, we'll talk to you then. Thank you. Your time is 7:03. We begin our coverage following up on the shooting near the White House on Saturday. This is the White House right now, a lot quieter, but a different scene 12 hours ago when law enforcement say a man pulled out a gun near a White House security checkpoint and opened fire. See how chaotic that is. Secret Service say they shot and killed the armed suspect. An anonymous source tells the AP the suspect was identified as 21-year-old Nasir Best. They say shortly after 6 p.m., the man close to 17th Street and Pennsylvania Avenue pulled a weapon from his bag and started firing shots. Secret Service returned fire, hitting him. He was taken to the hospital where he died. A bystander was also hit from the gunfire. Our Chris Flanagan was reporting at the White House when all of this unfolded. He talked to Ben Dennis last night, and here's some of their conversation.
Working this weekend for our network News Nation, doing some White House coverage, and just after 6 o'clock, I got done with our 6 p.m. Eastern live shot with News Nation, and Cameron, a photographer, and Mark, field producer, three of us are here, and we heard what sounded like perhaps a fireworks or a car backfiring. You know what that sounds like. You hear it all the time, right? Well, then we heard pop, 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 probably 20, 25 loud gunshots. And out of nowhere, the Secret Service came in, and we're on the green tents on the north side of the lawn, north lawn, where all the networks do their live shots. They came and grabbed probably a few of us out here. It's a Saturday, so it's not as busy. They ushered everybody into the press briefing room, rushing us in, saying, get down, shots fired, get in. We're in lockdown for about 45 minutes. We could see the Secret Service just scurrying across the north lawn. At that point, there were probably about 24 journalists inside the press briefing room. We didn't know what was happening. We knew there were shots fired, but then we didn't know how many shooters, where they were coming from. It could be a terrorist attack. You don't know. At that point, we had no idea. So it was so unnerving not knowing. The president, by the way, is in the White House, is here for the weekend. He was inside. We're told he was unharmed, of course. He's in the most fortified building perhaps in the world. But the shooting was about maybe 200 yards from where we are, and it was right outside where I walked in. The press walks in to come onto the White House grounds, one of the outside perimeter. That's exactly where it happened. But again, we were in lockdown for about 45 minutes. We couldn't get out. We could again see the Secret Service. We had some video we were shooting, but it was pretty nerve-wracking, to be quite honest with you.
We talk with agents all the time, those who used to be on presidential details, on special assignments. They quickly ushered you guys inside of the press briefing room. It seemed like that was a plan in case something like this would have happened. Once you were there, though, in that 45 minutes of uncertainty, where were you getting your information, not just for your safety, but to try and confirm what actually had happened?
Right. So we weren't really getting much information from the White House or the Secret Service. They were, because it had literally just happened moments ago, right? So honestly, for most of that time, I was on the phone with our network, News Nation, providing play-by-play coverage, live coverage of what was happening, what we were seeing, and what we were learning at that point. And then once we got out, and initially they wouldn't let anybody off the White House grounds, but we could see through the fence all the law enforcement, huge law enforcement up there in 17th and Penn, Pennsylvania Avenue. That's obviously where the shooting happened. But yeah, it was pretty wild for especially the first 10 or 15 minutes, Ben, because we had no idea what was happening. And then maybe 15 minutes into it, we could see the demeanor of the Secret Service. They were a little more. I don't know, the phrase I could use is they were a little more relaxed. Their temperature was taken down a little bit. Some of them were walking, just walking with their guns down. They weren't as intense as they were when they first ushered us in there. But again, we stayed in for about 45 minutes before they finally let us out.
Interesting. We talk about it in our business in the newsroom. We don't cover ourselves. We try and distance ourselves as reporters from the story, but you were right there when all this unfolded. So give us a firsthand account right now, Chris, because the investigation's still fresh. We started covering the nuts and bolts at the top of this newscast. What is the scene right now on the White House grounds? Is there an increased presence, even though there's no apparent additional threat that's been happening right now?
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's much more. It's not raised that much because anytime the president's here, there's a little more activity, with Secret Service. So it's been like that all day, because the president is here in the White House. But it hasn't, from where I am right now, we're not seeing an extraordinary amount of extra Secret Service out here. It's for the most part, a typical Saturday night when the president is here. But, it should be noted, the president is not at the White House very often on the weekend. He's often down in Mar-a-Lago or maybe on a campaign trail, and he wasn't supposed to be here this weekend. You may recall he was up in New York, suffering New York at a campaign rally, and he decided last night to come back here to the White House to try to work out a deal to end the war in Iran with his negotiating team. He opted not to go to his country club golf course up in New Jersey or his son's wedding down in the Bahamas. So the fact that the president was here, when the shooting happened, is certainly, timely, and it comes on the heels. I was just talking to inside the press room a little while ago. I went in to get something to drink, and two of the reporters say they were at the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting a month ago. So for these reporters covering the White House, covering the president, this is twice in about a month or so that they've been subjected to gunshots, Secret Service, getting them down or ushering them to safety. So, it's really been, incredible month or so.
All right, thanks to Chris for that conversation. We'll continue to bring you the latest developments on this incident at near the White House on air and online at DCNewsNow.com. Coming up at 6:30, our Dave Laval continues our coverage on the shooting near the White House with reaction from D.C. residents and what we know even further about the suspected shooter. A D.C. water officials say several big pipes are being delivered for the Potomac Interceptor Rehabilitation Project. This will be along Clara Barton Parkway near 495 underpass. I spoke with officials who break down the details of the work.
DC Water says all their pipe deliveries will be happening over the next month. Some of those pipes arrived Thursday and Friday. The 66-inch segments and 72-inch pipe sections will be inserted into the Potomac Interceptor as part of the rehabilitation project.
That's because the Potomac Interceptor, the pipe, is actually different sizes and different sections. And the way slip lining works is we're essentially pushing those pipe sections into the existing pipe. These pipe sections are a fiberglass reinforced material, so it's much more resistant to corrosion. The type of corrosion we saw in the pipe, and the reason it needs to be rehabilitated.
They're rehabilitating more than 2,700 linear feet of the Potomac Interceptor where the collapse happened. The work will also accelerate part of the long-term rehab work they already had planned. But before putting the new pipes in for reinforcement, they have to build some infrastructure for the work.
So we'll build these chambers, bypass chambers, that will serve as sort of holding tanks for our pumps to then pump all of the wastewater around the repair area through 4 miles of pipe. So it'll be very similar to what we did during the collapse and the repair for the collapse.
And that's not all.
You have to build out some hydraulics, what we call the pushing machines, I guess, that will push those pipe sections into place. And this is not like a off-the-shelf kind of product.
Officials say once they insert these large pipes into the other pipes, it'll be like new condition. DC Water says the rehab project will take about 8 to 10 months to get the project done, and they're still expecting to meet that timeline. For DC News Now, I'm Tosin Fikile.
DC Water says they'll continue environmental rehabilitation work and continue to perform water quality sampling. They say the test results from the water quality samplings are at levels within normal ranges. They say they do those tests daily and post the results on their website.